Thunder's gone. Rain's much lighter now, just floating in the air. You're still leaning on his shoulder, eyes closed, listening to his breathing. So quiet you almost fall asleep, but you feel his body move slightly. You open your eyes. He's looking ahead, eyes narrowed. What's wrong? He doesn't answer, just stands up, helps you up. Look there, he says, pointing. You follow his finger. Far away, water's not flat anymore. A wave, a big wave, like a wall moving this way. Your breathing stops. Wave, he says, voice calm. Will it come here? Yes. Your hand grabs his sleeve. What do we do? He looks at you. What do you want to do? I don't know. You can go in the cabin, he says. What about you? I'll be here. Then I'll stay outside too. He looks at you, then nods. Hold tight then. You reach the rail. He holds your hand. When the wave comes, he says, close your eyes, hold your breath, don't let go. Won't let go. Waves getting closer. Boat starts lifting. Your feet leave the deck. Close your eyes. You close them. Then the wave comes. Ice cold water everywhere. You hold your breath, hand still gripping him. His hand still holding you. Then suddenly, water's gone. Open your eyes. You see his face, very close. Still here, you say. Still here. Boat still floating. Why? You suddenly ask. Why are you so calm? Why aren't you scared? Don't you care if we die? Why can you sleep? Tears fall. He just looks at you. I don't understand. I'm scared, he says, voice soft. You freeze. I get scared too. But being scared doesn't help, he says. Wave will come anyway. When I'm scared, I give myself to the one holding me. I choose to trust. You look at him, tears still falling. You can too, he says. You can let go. Let someone else hold you. But I don't know how. I'll teach you. He gently pries your hand from his sleeve, one finger at a time. Your fingers are stiff, but he's gentle, slow, then places your hand in his palm. See, he says, you let go, but you didn't fall. Because I caught you. Will you always catch me? Always. You look at him, then nod. Okay, you say. I trust. You're still holding his hand. His palm warm, yours cold. Boat rocks gently. Rain stopped. You didn't notice when. Only water dripping from the sail. Drip, drip. Are you cold? He asks. A little. He doesn't let go. Just looks at you. Why did you stay outside? He asks. You think about it. Because you were outside, you say. You were afraid, he says. Yes, but you stayed. Yes. Why? You're not sure. Because, you say, being alone was worse than the wave. His hand holds yours tighter. I've been alone a long time, you say. Always preparing, always planning, always thinking, what if? Never resting. I'm tired, you say. I know, he says. How do you just trust like that? You ask. He thinks for a moment. I know who I'm trusting, he says. The one holding you? Yes. How do you know he's there? Because he's always been there, he says. Even when I couldn't feel him, even when I was afraid. He was there. I don't know if I can believe that, you say. That's okay, he says. You don't have to believe it all at once. You just have to take one step. He lifts your hand slightly. You already took it, he says. You let me hold you. That's it? That's everything, he says. Wind picks up a little, cool on your skin. You shiver. Come, he says. Sit down. He leads you to the cabin wall. You sit. He sits next to you. Close enough you can feel his warmth. What happens now? You ask. We wait, he says, for morning. You look at the sky, still dark, but maybe, at the edge, a tiny bit less dark. You can sleep if you want, he says. I can't sleep. That's okay, he says. We can just sit. So you sit and breathe. In, out, in, out. Thank you, you say, for catching me. I'll always catch you, he says. And you believe him. You sit there for a while. Don't know how long. Time feels different now. Not rushing, not dragging, just passing. You're breathing slower, deeper. His shoulders close to yours. Not touching, but close. You can feel the warmth from his body. Small space between you, but warm. The boat still rocking. Gentle, like someone's hand pushing you very softly. Back and forth. Back and forth. Your eyes are heavy. Not sleepy exactly. Just heavy. Like they don't want to stay open anymore. You let them close. Behind your eyelids, everything's dark. But not scary dark. Just dark. You can still hear everything. Water against the hull. Soft slapping sound. Regular. Wood creaking. The boat settling. Finding its rhythm. And is breathing. Right there. Next to you. In. Out. In. Out. Then you feel it. The wind, it's changing. Not getting stronger, not getting weaker, just changing. You open your eyes a little. The sky, still dark, but something's different. You can see clouds now. Separate clouds. Not all pressed together. They're moving. Slowly. Drifting apart. Look, he says, voice very soft. You look where he's looking. Ahead, far ahead, the horizon. There's a line now. You can see it. Where water meets sky. And at that line, very far away, something not light exactly. Not yet. But less dark. Is that morning, you ask? Beginning of morning, he says. You watch it. That thin line of not quite dark. It's not growing fast. Just there. Waiting. The wind shifts. You feel it on your face. Different direction now. Coming from where that light is. Warmer. Just a little. But warmer. It's over, you say. Not a question. Just saying it. Yes, he says. You take a deep breath. All the way in. Hold it. Let it out slow. Your shoulders drop. Didn't realize they were still up. We made it, you say. We did, he says. You look at him. His face is clearer now. You can see more details. The way his hair's drying, starting to curl again. The line of his jaw, the shape of his mouth. his eyes looking at that horizon. Calm, still calm. You knew, you say. Knew what? That we'd make it. He thinks for a moment. I believed, he says. What's the difference? He looks at you. Knowing is here, he says, touching his head. Believing is here, touching his chest. You feel your own chest, heart still beating, slower now. I want to believe like that, you say. You're learning, he says. The light's growing, so slowly you almost can't see it happening. But it is. The line's getting wider, spreading up into the sky. Colors starting to show. Not bright colors, just hints. Gray becoming blue, black becoming purple. The boat's not rocking as much anymore. Water's calmer, almost flat. You can see it now, stretching out all around. Endless, but not scary anymore. What do we do now, you ask? Now, he says, now we go home. Home? The word sits in the air. Feels strange. Feels right. Where's home? You ask. He looks at that light, that growing light. Other side, he says. Other side. Where you were going all along. You look at it too. That line of light, getting brighter, very slowly. And you think, maybe you can make it there. Maybe you already are. The light keeps growing. Not fast, just steady, like it has all the time. You watch it. Colors getting clearer now. Blue, gray, soft gold at the edge. The clouds, they're pink now. Very pale pink, like someone breathed color into them. You've never seen anything like it. Or maybe you have, but never noticed. Never had time to notice. He stands up, slowly, offers his hand. You take it. Let him pull you up. Your legs are stiff. Been sitting too long, but they hold. He walks to the bow. You follow. Hand still in his. At the bow, you can see better. The horizon's clear now. Sharp line. Water meeting sky. And there, on that line, something else. Land. Very far still. But there. Dark shape against the lightening sky. Is that it? You ask. Yes, he says. Other side. You stare at it. All this time, it was there, waiting, even when you couldn't see it, even when you thought you'd never reach it. It was there. The boat's moving toward it, slowly, steady. You're not sure who's steering. Don't see anyone at the helm. But the boat knows where to go. Wind's gentle now. Just enough. Pushing you forward. Not forcing. Just guiding. How long, you ask? Not long, he says. You're quiet for a while, just watching that land get closer, bit by bit. Sun's rising behind it. You can see the glow now, spreading up, turning the sky orange, then gold. Light touching the water, making it shine. Everything's gold. Your hand in his feels different now. Not gripping, just resting, connected. Like you could let go if you wanted, but you don't want to. What's it like, you ask? What's what like? Other side. He smiles. Small smile. You'll see, he says. Will you be there? He looks at you. I'm here now, he says. That's not really an answer, but somehow it's enough. The land's getting bigger. You can see details now. Trees, hills, maybe houses. Looks peaceful. Looks like home. Though you've never been there before. Old fisherman comes over, nods at the land. Told you we'd make it, he says. You almost laugh, almost cry. Do neither. Just nod back. Young guys at the sail, adjusting it. Face calm now. Not scared anymore. Everyone's calm. Storms behind you. Dawn's ahead. You look down at the deck. Water's almost gone. Just damp wood. Drying in the sun. Everything that seems so important, so urgent, so impossible, just past, is less than #3. 0 hash is greater than. I was so afraid, you say. Quiet. I know, he says. of everything. I know. I'm still afraid, you say. He looks at you, gentle. That's okay, he says. Fear doesn't go away all at once, but it gets quieter. You think about that. Quieter. Yes, it's quieter now. Still there, somewhere, but not shouting anymore. The boat's close now. You can see the shore clearly. Sand, white sand. And beyond, green. Sun's fully up now, warm on your face. Gentle warm. Everything's light. Boat touches sand. Soft bump. Gentle stop. You're here. He steps off first. Turns back. Hand out. You look at his hand. Same hand that held you through the storm. That caught you when you let go. That never let you fall. You take it. Step onto the sand. Solid ground. Steady. Not moving. Feels strange. Feels good. You stand there, both feet on sand, his hand still holding yours. Sun warm, wind soft, everything quiet. We made it, you say. We did, he says. You look at him, really look. In this light, you can see everything. His face, his eyes, that gentle expression. Thank you, you say. He shakes his head, just a little. You did the work, he says. You held on. Did you? You think back. The fear, the panic, the letting go, the trusting. Maybe you did hold on. Not to control, not to plans, not to knowing. To him? What now, you ask? He looks at the land, the green hills, the light streaming down. Now, he says, you rest. Rest. The word settles into you. Deep. Rest. You close your eyes. Feel the sun on your face. The sand under your feet. His hand in yours. And for the first time in so long, you let yourself rest. You stand on the sand for a long time. Eyes closed. Sun on your face. Just breathing. When you open them again, the light's even brighter. But doesn't hurt. Everything's soft. Gentle. You look at him. He's looking at the water. At the boat, rocking gently at the shore. Others are unloading, moving slow. No rush. Like they have all the time now. Will you come with me? You ask. He turns to you. That look again. The one you can't quite read. Where are you going? He asks. You realize you don't know. I don't know, you say. He smiles. Small smile. Then how can I say if I'll come? Fair point. You look at the land ahead. Trees. Path going up into the hills. Looks like somewhere you could walk. For a long time. Will you always be there? You ask. Different question. Bigger question. He's quiet for a moment. I'm here now, he says again. That answer again. You want to push. Want him to promise. Want certainty. But maybe that's not what this is about. What if I can't find you? You ask. He looks at you. Really looks. You found me once, he says. On the dock, you say. Yes. But I didn't know I was looking for you. I know, he says. But you found me anyway. You think about that. The dock. The hesitation. His hand reaching out. You coming up? Such a simple question. Changed everything. What if next time I'm too afraid? You ask. To get on the boat? Yes. He thinks about this. Really thinks. Then I'll wait, he says. For how long? However long. Your throat tightens. That's not fair to you, you say. It's not about fair, he says. Then what's it about? He looks at the water again, the morning light on it. Love, he says, simple as that. Love. The word sits there. You don't know what to do with it. I don't understand, you say. That's okay, he says. You will. Will you? You want to believe that. Sand's warm under your feet now. Sun's dried your clothes some. Everything feels lighter. I should go, you say. Don't know why you say it. Just feels like time. He nods. Doesn't try to stop you. Doesn't ask you to stay. Just nods. Will I see you again, you ask? He's quiet. That's when you realize he's not going to answer. Not because he doesn't want to, but because maybe the answer isn't his to give. It's yours. I can come back to the dock, you say, slowly. He looks at you, waiting. If there's another storm, you say. There will be, he says, gentle. Always more storms is less than #3. 0# is greater than. You knew that. But hearing him say it doesn't scare you as much as it should. And you'll be there, you ask. At the dock? Yes. He smiles. That small smile. Where else would I be? Your eyes sting a little. Not sad tears. Something else. Okay, you say. Okay. You start to let go of his hand. Slowly, one finger at a time, like he taught you. It's easier this time. Still hard, but easier. His hand stays open, palm up, even after yours is gone. Thank you, you say again, for everything. He shakes his head, just a little. You did it, he says. You held on when it mattered. You take a step back, then another. He doesn't move, just stands there, watching you. Not sad, not happy, just there. You turn toward the path, the one going up into the trees. Take one more look back. He's still there, still watching, hand still open at his side. And you know, somehow you'll see that hand again. When you need it. It'll be there. You start walking. Sand gives way to grass. Grass to path. Each step a little easier. Still afraid. Still uncertain. But walking anyway. Behind you, you hear it. The water, gentle, always there. And you think, maybe that's what he meant. He's like the water, always there, even when you can't see it. Always waiting to catch you. The path takes you up, through trees, over hills, into light. You walk for a long time. Don't know how long. Doesn't matter. Everything's quiet here. Peaceful. The kind of quiet you don't have to fill. You think about the boat, the storm, his hand, how afraid you were, how you survived anyway. The path curves, opens to a clearing. You stop. There's a bench, simple wooden bench, facing back the way you came. You sit. From here, you can see the water. Far below, blue now, completely blue, like nothing ever happened. But something did happen. You know that. Your clothes are still damp. Your hands still remember the rope. Your chest still remembers the fear. But you're here. You made it. Time passes. You sit there, breathing, watching the water. Sun moves across the sky. Shadows shift. And you realize something. You're not planning. Not thinking about what's next. Not worrying about what if. Just sitting. Resting. Like he said, days pass, maybe weeks. Time feels different here. You walk the paths, sleep under trees, drink from streams. Everything you need, you find. You don't see him, but sometimes you feel like he's close. In the warmth of the sun, in the sound of water, in the moments when you're afraid, and then not as afraid. One morning, you wake up and you know it's time. Another storm's coming. You can feel it. Not in the sky. In you. That tightness in your chest. That fear creeping back. That need to control everything. You could stay here. In the peaceful place. Hide from it. But you think about his words. There will be more storms. You get up, start walking, back down the path, through the trees, toward the water. Your heart's beating faster, hands sweating a little, still afraid, but walking anyway. You reach the shore. Same white sand, same gentle waves, but the sky's different. Clouds gathering, gray clouds moving in, and there, at the edge of the water, the dock. You didn't see it before, but it's there now. Old wooden dock, stretching out into the water, and at the end of it, a boat. Your breath catches. You walk closer, slowly, one step at a time. Sand turns to wood under your feet. The dock creaks a little. Familiar sound. You reach the end. And there he is. Sitting in the boat. Same boat. Same position. One hand on the rail. He looks up, sees you, doesn't look surprised. Like he knew you'd come, is less than #3. 0 hash is greater than you came back, he says. Not a question, just stating it. There's another storm, you say. I know, he says. You look at the boat, then at the gathering clouds, then back at him. I'm still afraid, you say. I know, he says again. He stands up, reaches out his hand. Same hand, same calluses, same warmth you remember. You coming up? He asks. Same question. Different answer this time. You take his hand. Step into the boat. Easier this time. Still scary, but easier. You sit down, He sits beside you. Boat starts moving away from the dock into the water. Clouds getting darker. Wind picking up. But his hand finds yours. Holds it. Same as before, you ask. Same storm, he says. Different you. Different you. You think about that. Maybe he's right. You're still afraid. But you got on the boat. You're still uncertain. But you're here. You still don't understand everything. But you trust him. That's different. The storm comes. Rain starts falling. Wind starts blowing. But this time, you don't let go of his hand to grab the rope. This time, when he lies down to sleep, you lie down beside him. This time, when the waves come, you close your eyes, not because he tells you to, but because you choose to. And through it all, his hand holding yours. Morning comes again. Always does. You open your eyes, sun on your face, boats at the shore, other side again. He's looking at you, smiling. See, he says. Told you you'd make it. You sit up, look around. Everything's calm, peaceful. New day. Will there be another storm? You ask. Yes, he says, honest. Will you be there? He looks at you. That look. The one that says everything. Always, he says. And this time, you believe him. Not because you understand. Not because you're not afraid anymore. But because you've learned, slowly, through storm after storm, that some things you don't have to understand. You just have to trust. And let yourself be held. Time passes differently now. You don't count the storms anymore. Don't count the crossings. Just know when the clouds gather, where to go. The dock, always the dock. Some storms are small. Quick rain, little wind. You sit in the boat, hand in his, and it passes. Some storms are big. Dark sky, high waves. You lie down beside him, close your eyes, and wait. And some storms you don't even see coming. Those are the hardest. One day, you're walking, and suddenly, you can't breathe. Old fear comes out of nowhere. Heart racing, hands shaking. That feeling like you're falling and there's nothing to catch you. You run to the shore. He's already there. Doesn't ask what happened. Doesn't need to. Just opens his arms. You walk into them. Let him hold you. Standing there, on the dock, no boat, no storm you can see. Just the storm inside. It came back, you say, voice muffled against his shoulder. I know, he says. I thought I was better. You are better, he says. But better doesn't mean never afraid again. You pull back, look at him. Then what does it mean? He wipes a tear from your cheek. Gentle. Means you know where to run now, he says. You think about that. He's right. Before, you would have tried to handle it alone. Tried to control it. Tried to fight it. Now, you run to him. That's different. Will it always be like this, you ask? The fear? Yes. He looks out at the water. Calm today. Blue and peaceful. Fear's not the enemy, he says. It's not? No, he says. It's just a feeling. Comes and goes, like weather. The enemy is believing you have to face it alone. You rest your head on his shoulder again. Feel his heartbeat. Steady. Slow. Your heart starts to match it. Gradually. Fast. Then slower. Then slow. I'm tired, you say. I know. he says. Not just now. Always tired. He doesn't say anything for a moment. Just holds you. Then, you're carrying too much. What am I carrying? Everything you think you should be, he says. Everything you think you should have done different. Everything you're afraid of becoming. Your throat tightens. Because he's right. You're carrying all of that. Have been for so long. How do I put it down, you ask? You give it to me, he says. Just like that. Just like that. You want to believe it's that simple? But years of holding everything, years of thinking you have to make it hard. I don't know how, you say. Yes, you do, he says, gentle. You've done it before. Have you? Then you remember. The boat, the storm, his hand prying yours open, one finger at a time. Letting go. Will you help me? You ask. Always, he says. He takes your hand, turns it palm up. What are you holding right now? He asks. You close your eyes. Think. So many things. The mistake you made last week. The thing you said you shouldn't have. The person you hurt without meaning to. The fear of being too much. The fear of not being enough. The worry about tomorrow. And tomorrow. And tomorrow. Everything, you whisper. Give me one thing, he says. Just one. You think of the heaviest one. The one you carry most? I'm afraid I'll always be broken, you say. He's quiet for a moment. Then, you're not broken. I feel broken. I know, he says. But feeling broken and being broken are different things. What's the difference? Broken things can't heal, he says. You're healing. Am I? You're here, aren't you? He says. You open your eyes. Look at him. You came back to the dock, he says. You let me hold you. You're learning to rest. That's healing. Maybe he's right. Maybe healing doesn't mean never hurting again. Maybe it means knowing where to go when you hurt. Can I stay here a while, you ask? As long as you need, he says. So you do. You stay there, in his arms, on the dock, while the sun moves across the sky. While the water laps gently at the posts. While the world keeps turning, and you, for once, stop. Just stop and rest. Eventually, you lift your head. I should go back, you say. Okay, he says. Doesn't hold you back. Doesn't make you stay. Just lets you go when you're ready. Will you be here, you ask? Tomorrow or whenever. He looks at you, that gentle look. I'm always here, he says. Even when you can't see me. You nod. You believe that now. Not because you understand it, but because every time you've come, he's been here. Every single time you turn to leave, then stop. What if I forget? You ask. Forget what? That you're here, that I can come. He smiles. That small, gentle smile. Then you'll remember again, he says. You always do. You walk back up the path. Lighter now. Not fixed. Not perfect. But lighter. And you know, when the weight gets heavy again, when the storm comes again, when you forget how to breathe again, you know where to go. The dock. And he'll be there, waiting, always waiting.